Hey, welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're going to tackle something that can feel, well, like a total maze, the special education system. But don't worry, we're here to give you the map and the compass to find your way through it.
So let me ask you this. Have you ever been in one of those IEP meetings? The Individualized Education Program meetings? You're surrounded by specialists, there's a mountain of paperwork, and you just feel completely and totally overwhelmed, like you're the only one in the room who doesn't speak the language.
Yeah, if you're nodding your head right now, listen, you are not alone. That feeling is totally normal. This whole system is incredibly complex, and honestly, it's a huge challenge for just about every parent out there.
All right, so let's get right into it. How do we shift from that feeling of being totally overwhelmed to feeling like you're in control?
Because here's the thing you absolutely need to know. You have way more power than you think. The law, it's actually on your side. You have fundamental rights that are designed to make you an equal partner in all of this. And understanding those rights, that's your superpower.
And look, we're not talking about some vague guidelines here. These are solid, legally protected rights. So let's break down 4 of the most important ones you've got to know.
Okay, first one. It's all about information. Did you have any idea that you have a legal right to see your child's entire school record?
And I'm not just talking about the latest IEP. No, we mean everything. Evaluations, teacher notes, even emails that are about your child, all of it. When you have all those documents, you're not in the dark anymore. You can see the whole story, you can track what's been happening, and you can build your arguments based on straight-up facts. Knowledge really is power here.
All right, right number 2. Let's talk about the meetings themselves. Ever feel like it's you against a whole table of people? Well, the great news is you don't have to walk into that room alone.
Yep, you heard that right. You can bring a special education advocate with you. You can bring an attorney. You can bring anyone you think can help you make your case. Having a pro right there next to you, it can completely change the dynamic. They know the lingo, they know the laws, and they make sure the focus stays right where it should be, on your child's needs.
Okay, this next one is huge, and it's something so many parents just don't know about. It's all about discipline. So what happens if your child's behavior is connected to their disability, and now they're facing suspension or even expulsion?
Well, the law gives your child a really important shield. A school can't just kick a child out for behavior that's actually a symptom of their disability. It's not that simple. There's a whole legal process they have to go through first, called a manifestation determination. This is so important because it protects your child from being punished for having a disability.
And that brings us to our 4th right. This one tackles the biggest question of all. What can you do when you just flat out disagree with what the school is proposing? Do you have to just go along with it? The answer is a big, resounding no.
You have the absolute legal right to say, wait a minute, I don't agree with this, and to have that disagreement taken seriously. This is maybe one of the most powerful tools you have. Your voice matters, and when you disagree, it has real legal weight.
So, okay, knowing you can disagree is the first step. But the next question is, how do you actually do it? What happens when you and the school just can't see eye to eye? Let's look at your official option.
Basically, you've got 3 main roads you can go down. First, there's mediation. Think of it like bringing in a neutral peacemaker to help everyone find a solution together. Then, for the really big, complex disagreements, there's due process. This is more like a formal hearing, almost like a mini court case. And finally, if you're sure the school broke a specific law, you can file a complaint directly with the state. Each one is for a different kind of situation.
Now I know, looking at those options can feel pretty intense, and that's totally okay. Deciding which way to go is tough, but the good news is you don't have to figure it out alone. There are experts and advocates out there whose whole job is to help parents like you make these kinds of choices.
So this all leads to the big question, right? How do you take all this information, all these rights we've talked about, and actually turn it into real, confident action for your kid?
Well, becoming that powerful advocate for your child is really a journey of building your skills. It usually starts with some expert training, to really learn the laws and the strategies that work. After that, a lot of parents get one-on-one coaching that's tailored to their family's exact needs. And the goal of all of this?
To master your IEP prep so you can walk into those meetings feeling calm, prepared, and totally in control. It's all about learning how to be the best possible voice for your child.
When it's all said and done, just remember this. Your voice is your child's strongest tool. Learning how to use it is the greatest gift you can give them. The system might have its rules and its jargon, but an informed, confident parent, that's the most powerful force in the room.
So, if you're feeling fired up and ready to take that next step, just know there are resources like EdLaw advocates out there to help you. The information is waiting for you. Which really just leaves one question. Now that you know your rights, what are you going to do with them?